Hey everyone, I would like to address this latest video. It says that Dallas police shoot mentally ill man on his porch. And I just wanted to point out a few things. This was filmed in June of 2014 for one. And it shows here that this was just recently published on March the 19th. Which was yesterday. I find that it's odd that this has taken this long for this to surface, for one thing. And then in the state of Texas, we're fixing to have this, quote, big military exercise. And then we've got all these strange stickers that says whites only that's appearing down around Austin. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of seeing a pattern here when this type of a absolute tragedy. This what happened, or what looks like happened to this man, is just absolutely horrible. And that his mother most likely is the one that called the cops in to try to talk to her son, her mentally ill son. She said straight up in this video that he was bipolar. And being a mother of a bipolar son myself, I totally understand what she's probably going through with this, or was going through with this boy. And I can understand, I mean, when I first saw this video right here, I was just enraged at I don't know, it's not murder. I know there's some on here that are calling it murder. But murder means to lie in wait, and that's not what these policemen did. They did not lie in wait to shoot and murder this man. But what happened was, it was just horrible. It was more like an execution. But then again, you've got to consider, and this is just my opinion, we have to look at the times that we live in, and we have to understand what led to this man's mental illness, this bipolarism. And we have to look at those four horns of power that Satan uses to rule the world right now, or control the world. It's education, it's political, it's financial, and it's religious. You also have to consider the aspect of the poisons. It's in the GMOs, it's in the water with the fluoride, and all of these kind of factors. We're looking at the destruction of our families, of the security of having a mother and father that love that child and have a secure home for that child. We're looking at all the violence, and the filth that's coming out of Hollywood with all these blood gore movies and sex-rated stuff. I mean, you're looking at a total cultural breakdown. And so when you add all of these things in, that's where we're kind of looking at. We're looking at a total culture breakdown. And it would be easy to blame the cops on this particular thing, because I was very enraged too when I saw, this man come out with this little tiny screwdriver, and these cops just start, he maybe, it happened so fast you can't really tell, but it did look like he raised it. But it was a little screwdriver, and here's these guys, these cops, and they've got guns. And there's two of them at least, maybe three. And I don't understand how they couldn't, if he did come at them with this screwdriver, there was no sense, in my opinion, to kill him. Not shoot to kill. But that's the training that they have, is to shoot to kill. If you pull your weapon, you shoot to kill. They're having to deal with all these mental illnesses also that has been brought about from all the pollution, and this is from that agenda, from those four horns. This is the pollution that is breaking down the mental capacities of people all over this nation. It's not just in any one location. And so they get a phone call, they go to this home, and they're there to serve. And this poor mother, she probably is the one that called them. saying, who knows what this young man had been doing or saying before they got there. And she's trying to seek some kind of an authoritative figure to help her with this young man. So she's kind of like depending on them to get him to kind of calm down, but not realizing that the training today is not, quote, what used to be called peace officer. The authority in this country and the stability has been broken down. The chain that of family and everything, it's just been ripped out from underneath us. But this is the agenda that Satan uses, and like I say, I just feel so absolutely horrible for this poor mother, and it's so easy to blame the cops. But, she's wanting someone to help her, and then they come in there and they shoot and kill her child. It's hard to even imagine the grief. But I've been there, and there's situations where you have this mentally ill child and they can get out of control and you don't know what else to do, and you look for some type of an authority that will help you, never, not with the intent to hurt your child, but it's easy to blame the cops if you want to, and you can call it murder, but that's not really what it is. They did not lie in wait to go single this man out and go kill him. They were there on a call. But also, this is the fact that this just now surfaced, and we've got all these other things happening, and the outrage that people will feel. They're not going to sit there and go, well, this young man is a product of our culture. He's a product of the poisons that are out there. The inoculations that causes the brain to misfire. Who knows? He probably was on Ritalin when he was young. You know what I mean? The poisons of the pharmaceuticals, to the inoculations, to the GMOs, to the fluoride in our water, all of these are breaking down the mentality of our society. And it's not just in blacks, it's in whites, it's in all people. This is the agenda. It's not a racial agenda. It is an agenda that is set up to destroy all of us, no matter what color we are. But this popping up at this point in time with all these things coming in and them claiming that Texas is a hostile state and going to have all these military exercises down here, and then these stickers that are showing up in Austin, all of this is leading to a race war. That's my opinion, and I hope that people are aware of this and not buy into this stuff. I'm white. My heart aches for this poor mother, and that her son was killed, and then I look at these cops and I go, oh my gosh, what were they thinking? But it's their training, it's the times that we live in. I don't know. It's just a horrible, horrible situation. But I hope that people will at least think about this. It's not any one thing. This is a collection of things that's going on, and it's in all over the country. This kind of stuff that's been going on. The poisons are there, and it's poisoned our families, and it's poisoned our minds. All of this is going on. It's not any one thing. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this recent release of this video. My heart is just pounding from listening to this poor mother, and my gosh, I know so much how she feels. I can't even imagine. But anyway, understand the difference between murder, I don't know, bad training, bad choice. This shouldn't have happened, especially over a little tiny screwdriver. Just bad. It's just bad. It was just a horrible situation, in my opinion. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this. And I would not put it past the likes of George Soros or one of his branches of his community, brown shirts, whatever you want to call them, to have made these stickers that says whites only or whatever, and for them to be out there right now on the streets placing these stickers all over the place. They probably are the ones that bought them and made them and what have you, and they're probably the ones that are out there putting them up everywhere, and it's for this agenda. They want a race war. So just be watchful of these deceptions. God bless everyone, and just be watchful of these kind of things that's going on, especially down all my fellow Texans out there. There's something afoot. I decided to do a Google search, and this was a story, as best as I can tell, from CBS on June the 14th, 2014. It says that two Dallas police officers on leave after shooting, and you see the policeman in the report. It states here that Dallas, Texas, two Dallas police officers shoot and killed a man after his mother called for mental health help. It says Jason Harrison's mother called 911 in hopes of having a mental health professional come and take her troubled son to a hospital. Instead, two Dallas police officers showed up at her door in South Dallas. According to the police department, Jason Harrison, who suffered from bipolar and schizophrenia, threatened the officers with a screwdriver. The two officers then shot and killed Harrison on the front porch of his mother's home. Unbelievable. Deputy Chief Gil Garza said the officers feared for their safety. In my eyes, it looked like they overreacted, said Harrison's older brother, David. If trained people would have come out here, maybe it would have had a different outcome. I do agree with his brother. Harrison's brother said his mother had tried to get her son help for years, but every time he was sent back home. He said, I just wish we could have got the help that my mom had been trying to get. It says, as customary, both police officers have been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. I don't know if this is, I don't know what the results are at this point. I'll see if I can find them. But this is an old story that's surfaced yesterday for some agenda, for some reason. And it's a tragedy. This is a tragic story. It does appear that there has been a lawsuit filed, wrongful death suit, in regards to Jason Harrison. And it says there was two suits filed. According to this was filed on February the 2nd of 2015. Excessive force. I agree. Anyway, I guess if you want to go read this, you can go up here to this link up here at the top of the screen, and you can read the whole story of the suit.